I'm Savannah.
And I'm Casey, and welcome to our off-grid tiny home.
We're about to give you a tour, but stay until the end because we've been keeping a secret. When we decided to DIY our own tiny home, we had no idea what we were getting into. Two best friends and countless projects later, it is still not finished, but somehow it's already home.
Come in, I'll make you some tea. Let me take your coat. So this is our poultry area, if you will. We actually have plans on doing a different, whatever this is called.
Hanging?
A hanging rack, I guess, that where it has longer pegs and we'll have a shelf and it'll be made out of wood. And this still needs to be painted. But this is a bench that has storage in it. And so it just opens like that. This seems so simple, just this little place to hang stuff, but it's actually been kind of a game changer. I think we say that a lot, but we used to have our TV here and this was just like a bare wall. We always knew that was going to be a bookshelf, but basically we didn't have any place to hang like a raincoat or coats or purses, and so they were just kind of laying everywhere. So just to have a place to hang that stuff up has been amazing. I think the tea's ready. We should have tea more often.
Yeah. This is actually very delicious.
I feel so fancy.
So we've been living in this house for a little over 3 years.
It's 12 by 32. 12 by 36. 32.
It's 12 by 32, yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 by 32.
So with the walls, it ends up being like 356 square feet. Even though we have completed some really cool projects in here, it is very much unfinished still. And we probably have a year's worth of work, if we're being honest, before we can really say that we could get everything done. But we're gonna share it with you anyways. Okay, let's show you around. So this is our tiny kitchen. As you can see, I can pretty easily touch the walls, but I do think we have utilized every little space possible. That has been our goal with the whole house, is to feel like we're not so cramped, but you know, also still being a tiny house. So we have a propane cooktop and we live off grid. I don't know if you know that, but that's why we have that. And then we have a tiny oven down here and it runs off electricity. And because we're off grid, our electricity is run by solar. And then we have storage down here, big old drawer, and we have a door right here that we can access underneath there. We decided to do open shelving because we had this in our last house and our favorite way of doing it. I know people don't like how dusty it gets, but this is all stuff that we are constantly using. And if there is dust, you can just rinse it out. We also chose not to do upper cabinets because that in a small space can just feel really claustrophobic, and this just feels more open. And I think it really adds to us not feeling like we're suffocating in this tiny house, in this tiny kitchen. And then we installed this copper rack, and we just have these little S hooks that hang on it, and we can hang all kinds of things on here, and we do hang all kinds of things on here. We obviously have the pans, and then we will do produce in these baskets. And it's just really great because we don't have a lot of space, a lot of cabinet space. We can see everything that we need right here. And we try to choose things that look nice, so they also double as decoration. We have talked about adding a third shelf just like this, only on that wall kind of above the window, because we do need as much storage space as we can. The problem is it would be hard to access, so somehow it would need to look nice, but also we would not need the stuff up there that often. So that's still an idea, but that may happen. So our countertops right now are just plywood. When we started the kitchen build 1,000 years ago, we did it in the cheapest way possible, and plywood was the cheapest way. But we were getting wood milled from trees on our land and they needed to dry out, so we had plans to swap this out with a countertop made out of wood from our land. And we still plan to do that. We have the wood, we just haven't gotten around to it, but it is on our big long to-do list for this year. They work, but they kind of look nasty because they get stained pretty easily. I think we just needed to put more coats of sealant on them. Down here we have, this is just storage for canned goods, and then here we have Casey's favorite thing in the kitchen, the dishwasher. This is a countertop dishwasher, but it is a rather large countertop dishwasher that we decided to build into the cabinet, and it fits 6 full place settings in there, which is really nice. We use it all the time, every day. Another thing that we have done is build these kick plate drawers. They're not, the faces aren't on them yet, but they are really great because we can store things even down there. This sink cost us $35. We bought it on Marketplace. It's just a cast iron sink that's white. And we have running water in our off-grid house, and we also have filtered water, which is very nice. It comes out way too fast, but it works. And we had a Berkey for most of the time being here, and that just, we love Berkey, but putting water in it, it lives over there, was not fun. So having this is so much better. Look at our beautiful plants. We love this windowsill. We had one of these in our old house and I loved it there. I don't know if you how you felt about it, but I knew that we had to have that here. So we just put plants, lots of things get put on here. And then over here on the side of the fridge, again, maximizing space, we need a place to hang a towel for drying your hands. The dishes towel is down here on the cabinet. Casey also hangs cleaning stuff up here. We usually have a dish rack here that's put away for guests. But this is just on a piece of wood. It's a copper pipe, just like the one over there. And I attached it to wood, and then I used some permanent double-sided tape, the kind that you hang things with, all along the back of the wood. And it is on there very well. It's been on there for a really long time, so I think it's working pretty great. This is actually a very important feature. This is the temperature of inside and outside, and then of course the humidity rates, which living in a tiny house, you have to be very aware of the humidity in your house. So that's good to have. Over here is our fridge, basic fridge, but more importantly is the shelving unit that we built on top of it. We really wanted to have a microwave, and this is the only place we could think of doing it, is having these vertical shelves vertical drawers that come out. We have lots of things in here. That doesn't really matter, but most importantly, that is where our microwave is. And then we also have one with more pots and pans and other things in there. And this is great because any type of shelving, like that shelf up there, is so hard to get to, so we don't put things up there that we want to get to a lot. And even if there was a shelf here, it would be hard to get things off of it. So having the drawer that slides out makes it so much easier for you to get things. And we get to have a little microwave, which we didn't have room for before. This eventually is going to be artwork, and find a new place for this. What is this? Apron to go. But this is a little basket that holds all of our cloth napkins. And we there's some different ones in there. Keep them right there on the wall. Looks like decoration, but it's functional. And then down here we just have the dog bowls are in their little thing by the trash can. This is kind of a little nook that you never see because it's boring stuff, like cleaning stuff. We hope to be able to put all of this in a different location, but for now it's very accessible, and this whole little section just stays hidden. And we also have a 2-step stool here for all the high storage that we have. And here we are at the pantry, which kind of starts the next room and ends the kitchen, but it is part of the kitchen, and I probably you know, don't want to show you this, but we have lots of drawers in here. There's like drawers for cans, just drawers for lots of things. This is a terrible place. It's supposed to be a coffee area, but it's a catch-all. And there's more space up there. We also have 2 countertop height stools for our little, what is this thing called? Island, because we have no seating for eating food. So this is, you know, our island, but also we can eat here. The island also has drawers that we made because they were cabinets and that was terrible. Drawers are so much better. And up here we have our basket storage, and we actually use these baskets all the time. Mostly in spring, summer, and fall, but they are also doubling as decoration, and baskets are actually kind of hard to store, so this is a great solution. And I think it looks cute. In terms of things left to do in the kitchen, none of our cabinets have handles or pulls, and we just cannot make a decision, but we need them, and we're still in the process of finding those. Also, since you're here, you can give us your opinion. We painted this white because we thought the blue up here would be really stark with the white fridge. And then we painted it white, painted the cabinets blue, and we were like, I don't know if I like it. And when we painted the pantry blue, it felt a little better that this was white. But I'm curious if you think we should paint it the blue of the cabinets or just keep it white.
So this is the heart of the home, sort in the winter at least. It is meaningless in the summer, but if you had come by yesterday, we would have had a roaring fire in here because it was freezing yesterday, but today it's beautiful and sunny and 60 degrees outside. But we keep our wood stored in here. Santa built this last winter, and it is great. This was just custom made for this very tiny space. Wasn't a whole lot to do with this space, so it was perfect for wood storage. You want what's that? We do that 510 times a day. Okay, so now you're in the living room, if you will. Obviously our couch here that we hope to build a different one. Could be a bed, possibly also storage. So when you live this tiny, you need everything in your home to be multifunctional. This is where Savannah sits on the couch, and this is where I sit on the couch. We take turns because this spot is actually like the best place for viewing the TV, which I'll show you in a moment. So we just kind of take turns. We used to do that at our old house. There was a dream spot, and we would take turns. We have some interesting side tables. I right now have the wrinkle composter, which we just got, and I actually love it. I sit next to it, it doesn't smell, and we've tried a lot of in-home composters, you know, countertop ones that have the filters and stuff, and we always get flies. It's always a mess, and I love this thing. Then Savannah has an ice maker that will hopefully have another home soon, which we'll tell you about shortly. These are unfinished ceilings, but this is actually a ceiling fan. Most ceiling fans are so ugly. We literally looked for like 2 years to find this one. And it actually works really well because it's pretty small, but it does a very good job. It's actually really good in the winter because all the heat will go up in the ceiling and then it will push it down, and it feels like you just turn the heat on in the house. A lot of people, where you see these beams, will put an attic there, but we were like, absolutely not, because it feels so much larger in here because we have the higher ceilings. It does cause a few other issues, but overall we're very happy with that decision. So we plan on taking plywood and making it into like planks like this and then painting it in stripes. That's what the ceiling will be, but that's just gonna be a very time-intense project. But I think it's gonna make it look so much better in here. I keep wanting to like put that as a priority project, but it's really hard to prioritize that. But it's gonna make it look so much better in here. If you haven't watched our video where we show our very long, large to-do list, you should watch that. One of those projects is to finish these walls. So this is just raw beadboard. Obviously I need to fill this seam in and paint it. That's not done yet. And that's our mini split and just our beautiful shelves here. Behind this painting is a fan actually. So when we need that, it helps to circulate the air between the rooms. I can't reach it, so I'm not gonna show you. It's not cool looking at all. Obviously, storage in there, that's a mess. Over here, if you're new here, this is a TV. And that's why that seat is better. I mean, I'm still very comfortable watching TV, but Savannah can put her legs out. But again, we'll switch. Don't feel sorry for me. We love little knickknacks and trinkets, and we love to decorate, make fancy tablescapes, and make flower arrangements, do things like that. And so we can store a lot of those doodads on here while also making it look like decoration. And we have developed, since living here, quite a lantern collection. So like this is an actual working lantern, and then we have these up there, and they all work, and then there's another little one in the kitchen. Let me show you a new thing that Savannah just installed that I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but is amazing. Before we had a little stopper that went down, and that was fine, you know, to keep this door open, because we mostly keep this door open. But when you had to open it or close it, you had to lift the thing up, and it was hard to do with your feet, so sometimes you bend down. So there's just this little magnet back there that holds the door. One of our viewers sent this to us from our Amazon wish list, so thank you very much for that. Here is the door to our bedroom. There used to be a window in here. It is not in here anymore. And Savannah just put these slats up, and we had to come up with some unique hardware to open the door. And I don't think anyone notices this, but I painted this blue. It's the color of our cabinets because I love those two colors together. Come to our bedroom. It is very tiny in here. We are two grown adult women who share a bedroom, hopefully not forever. Savannah has the top bunk, and I have the bottom bunk. And these are this obviously unfinished stairs. Hazel will not go up the stairs. She's done it like one time. I don't know why she won't walk up them. I have to every night, like place her halfway up the stairs so she'll get up there. It's a whole thing. She needs a haircut. Of course, everything has to have multi-purpose, so I have shoe storage in here. Savannah's shoes are down there. I have medicine stuff in there, blah, blah, lots of things. The closet's obviously not finished. We need faces for the drawers, doors. We have all those things. The doors, we have them. Front and center sent them to us. We have to paint them. Painting cabinets is a pain in the butt. So I'm hanging them, blah, blah, blah. We have to do that. This is Savannah's stuff. This is mine in here. These are my drawers. Savannah has these drawers. And then we have stuff in these baskets. Oop. One of Hazel's toys I have hidden in there. Oh. Obviously, storage and stuff up there. Then over here is where we do makeup. And we'll also have something covering this, but you can see all our makeup, curling irons. I tell you that I work here, but that never happens. I hope one day that this will be my bedroom and Savannah will get the new bedroom. And let me show you what little thing I want to do. We have some ideas about what would happen when we add on a bedroom. It would be on the other side of this wall, but we won't be able to have a door from here into there. I think it would be so fun to have a little passageway right here. So like this would open up and you could get through it, but it would mostly be to like, I could pass her a dog or she needs a curling iron or something of mine. I would just pass it into her. There will be drawers that go under the bed. There is a lot of storage under there now. All like paint that can't be frozen is stored in there. Oh, Savannah, she has up here, which I'll have the curtain one day too, but she is quite a sleeping princess and needs to have everything very dark. We close this. Also, this is
the sheet.
A sheet right now. And just the bar that we, So we close that every night, but it is open because you're here and it needs to be bright.
We, share this space with 2 adults and 2 dogs, so it can get like noisy. Not noisy, but there are a lot of sounds. So we both actually have these fans that are in our beds. One that creates sound, but it also pushes air out because this is this kind of nook where air catches. And then we also have these little lights, so we can turn that on if we want to read a book at night, or if I want to read in case he wants to go to sleep, or vice versa. Like, I can close my curtain and turn my light on. So it's interesting sleeping in bunk beds as adults, but 1, these are really sturdy, and 2, we've kind of made it where you have this private cubby. I mean, it's not that private, but you know what I mean. It just feels like it's a little tiny room, kind of like those
sleeping pods,
like those sleeping pods that people stay in. It's like we have these kind of nice, super nice mattress, little things that make it really nice pod in our own bedroom. Something that I need to do, which I just realized is not on our list, but it won't take that long, is to build a little cubby that goes on the side of the closet right here. And it'll just be where your Kindle can go, and your iPad and a book and your phone. Just like Casey actually probably could have 2 little cubbies right here. I can only have 1. But I plan on doing that so we can have some places to put those things. Because right now your phone just kind of like...
Yeah, and that's...
Like, this is my closet, but it's Casey's bedside table. And mine is on top of the closet. Like, I have a book up there and my Kindle up there. So that would just be the last thing to kind of make it just right. This all needs to be finished. We are in the process of picking a color for this room right now, and that, we're not painting it anytime soon. So we aren't sure if we're going to paint the walls and the bunk beds the same and the closets all the same color, like just color drench the whole room, or if we're going to do different colors. If you have an opinion about that, let us know.
On the other side of this door is a mirror, so we can look at ourselves. This was a very nice touch because I think a full-length mirror is very crucial, and we haven't actually had it for very long, so very grateful to have it. And then also there's just a little jewelry storage on the wall here.
Yeah, we'll probably put more hooks or something.
Yeah, so this is our back door. It's always been here. And we used to go to the bathroom outside this way, but something has changed. Let me show you.
This is the site of where our new indoor bathroom is going to be, which is very exciting. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be excited about that, because if anything that people are most upset about our life is where our bathroom is. And if you've been wondering about that, we have an entire video series about our outdoor bathroom. I will link it here and you can go watch it. But yes, we have been working on this project. This is a foundation that we worked on in the fall, and it is ready for the walls to go up, but we're just waiting for some really good weather for a long period of time. This space will probably make our house officially not a tiny home anymore. It'll just be like an extra small home, because we are adding on about 180 square feet of part of this. A big part of it's going to be the bathroom, and we'll be able to put our laundry in there, and we'll have an actual bathtub and shower and flushing toilet. And in between the bathroom and the house, there is going to be a room where we can have a dining area and way more storage for our canned goods, because that's a big problem we have. We don't have room for that in our house. And yeah, it's all a very big dream right now. and we have a lot of work to do to make that come to life, but it is happening. Everything in this project is what takes up the most space on our very long, year-long to-do list. If you go watch that video, you'll see one chunk, huge chunk of all the same color, and it's all this. We are pretty overwhelmed by the massive project that this is, but we are very excited, and we are motivated by really, really, really needing a bathroom inside. We are fine having a bathroom outside. I don't want anyone to think that we're suffering. We are doing fine, but it will just be so luxurious to have it, be able to access it just right inside your own home.
Thanks so much for stopping by.
We hope you come back soon.
Bye.
Yes, what a good